thought they did a good job setting the tone from start to finish. I thought they played hard, protected their home court, execute their offense. I thought Taylor did a good job of getting them off to a great start, being aggressive, attacking the offensive glass and making plays. We shot, I think, 29% in the first half. Didn't shoot the ball well, didn't get a real flow. Couldn't consistently get the ball inside. Then we got it inside. Wasn't able to make shots from the perimeter. So give their defense credit for that. But I thought they did a good job across the board protecting their court.
Cuonzo, can you put your finger on 25 turnovers tonight, led to 30 points? Can you put your finger on why it's
I wish I could. I wish I could. I'll obviously go back and watch film. But no, that was mind-blowing, 25 turnovers. Got to be able to take care of the ball enough. It's hard to point to one thing.
Coach, with Jarnell having 7, do you think that was kind of a result of maybe this was the first time the team had studied him on tape and decided to make him the focal point of the scout?
I think so. You know, once again, you're still talking a young guy going against a physical presence around the rim, against a good defense, experienced guys. It's going to make him work for everything. And he had 7 turnovers, but I think it'll be a good thing for him. You know, to really go through something like that, to get a real feel, engage. So I thought it was a great lesson for him.
Cuonzo, Vandy was really able to kind of impose themselves offensively when he was, especially those first 10 minutes, and it was catch up from there. Just talk about the attack that they kind of put on you early in the game.
Well, I just think they ran the offense, and we were on our heels for whatever reason. Then when you're not making shots, you turn the ball over, you give a team opportunity to get their heads up. It's just tough. When you turn it over, you're not making baskets. But I thought they did a good job. But I thought we settled down somewhat in the second half and started defending a little better.
For the young team, Coach, can you just talk about how difficult it is to kind of get over the initial shock of the other team going on a run, and how that was kind of the challenge tonight?
Well, I just think you have to go through it. And we've been on the road long enough to know what you have to do and know how to compete. But they're experienced team. They've been in situations before. They haven't seen anything that we would have presented today. But I think the biggest key for us is executing offense, getting the ball inside, but also being able to make a shot on the perimeter.
Things seem to get a little chippy there a couple of times, a couple of flagrants, a couple of taking Matthew Julie got ejected late in the game. Did things get a little bit out of hand there, or was it just a kind of physical SEC game?
I don't. From our standpoint, I don't think he got out of hand. Like in Yemi's case, he say foul the guy, but Yemi's not the guy. He's a physical guy, but he's not trying to hurt anybody. He said he thought the guy had a fast break layup, but Yemi's not that kind of guy. In Jarnell's case, I was on the other end, so I couldn't see. I know Jerron got knocked down, but I think it's part of the game. I don't think the team was built like that to play that way.
As a coach, were you frustrated with how your guys came out early?
No, I think the frustration is really, you look at the 25 turnovers. If you're playing hard, I can deal with that. But I think when you get out the gates, you're not executing offensively, and then you turn the ball over, you don't give yourself a chance to win. That's when it's tough, but you got to find a way to keep competing.
Vanderbilt, everything you anticipated they would be, their efficiency, the scoring.
They're a good team, they're an experienced team, they're a good team, they've been together before, and I don't think we play as well as we're capable of playing, but they're a good team.
Yeah, there's been frustrations on the road already with a lot of those turnovers early were unforced, mental errors. Was it rattled? Was it? What would be your analysis there?
You have to play. You have to be in these situations, understand, but you have to embrace this type of situation. I mean, the good ones do, and I say the good ones, not necessarily whether or not you're a great player, leading scorer, but guys with the ability, the mental toughness, they embrace these situations. Some guys, they probably just don't have it.
Does that just come with more experience?
I just think it's in your chest, and more than anything, I mean, as a competitive player, you have it or you don't. I mean, because we've been there before. You have to have the ability to want to play on the road more than anything. This is a great situation when you can play on the road. So I think, sometimes, guys might play too many minutes on the road. Sometimes the environment might be too tough for some guys.
Cuonzo, what positive can you take away from tonight's game?
I like the way, Wes Washburn really defended the ball. As an on-ball defender, I thought he did a good job. I thought Yemi came in and played well and played hard. I thought we did some decent things in Spurs, but I thought those two guys, did some solid things for not playing as much as they have played in the past.
Maybe earning some more minutes later on?
I hope so.
How did you maintain your poise, Coach? You didn't look like you got too upset over there despite the situation.
Oh, you have to. What situation? The lead, or is it something going on?
Well, we're shooting,
I
turnover.
mean, shooting is shooting. You got to be able to make a shot. I mean, there's no sense in you beating the guy across the head if you can't make a shot. You practice shooting. You just got to be able to make them in this environment. But as a coach, you coaching a game, trying to get your guys ready, trying to find schemes, trying to find matchups that work.
On the matchups, Coach, did they, I don't know how much they did it, but it looked like a few times they used Taylor on Trey, and was that effective, sort of clogging the lane and limited him to 2 of 11? Just the overall length they were able to put on him?
I don't think so. I think he's a solid defender. I mean, we put Ronaldo on Trey in practice. I think he's seen it before. I think you still have to be able to run your team, execute your offense, and if that's the case, beat them off the dribble, get the ball inside to bigger guys, then there should be advantage somewhere on the floor.
You have freshmen out there for like 5 of the final 7 minutes. You had 4 freshmen out there. Was that more of just unhappy with what you saw from the upperclassmen, or just giving minutes to guys who you wanted to get minutes to?
Well, I mean, wasn't necessarily unhappy with it. I mean, either they were productive or they weren't. So the guys that were in the game probably gave us some production, probably played hard and competed more than anything. I don't think it was unhappy with it. You perform or you don't.
Cuonzo, coming off of 5 games where you played pretty well and coming off a big win against Connecticut, I mean, how big of a setback is a performance like that?
Not at all. Not a setback at all. Get back to work, keep pushing forward for me. I think more than anything, we have to find a way to finish games and compete and win games on the road. But not a setback at all. Right back to work.
Well, you talk about guys who either maybe have it or don't. Does Naaman just kind of keep proving himself as a guy who has it? I think he had a couple turnovers, but aside from that, the points and the physicality, the
Oh yeah, I mean he embraces the stage like that. He's fine, but you have to have other guys that go with you consistently. But once again, I just think when you play on the road, the good ones they embrace this type of environment. They enjoy it. And I say good, I don't necessarily mean a great player, but there's certain guys that would rather play on the road than at home because of the atmosphere and the situations and the opportunity to win a game.
Is that what you challenge the guys in there that you don't feel have that in them?
We challenge every day and we compete every day. I mean, just your approach every day. I mean, I know my personnel. I've been around long enough to know my personnel.
Josh, can you talk about the environment as a freshman, coming to play in this place? It's an unusual building. Can you talk about the atmosphere?
It's different than anything we've seen so far this year. Mississippi State was kind of similar, but I mean, yeah, it was a lot different. It's tough, but we didn't play up to our potential at all, and we talked about that in the locker room afterwards. So there's nothing we can do about it now. So just get back to work.
Do you have any more questions for Coach? All right, Coach.
Thank you.
Josh, you just talk about the early turnovers and kind of what happened. You think it was the crowd, or you just confused on the floor? It seemed like a snowball.
It's one of those games, I guess. And, we didn't really play as hard as we could. We didn't come out ready. The environment was probably a factor, but we just didn't play a very good game.
Coach, do you feel like, I know after the way that Yukon game went, you guys probably were feeling pretty good after that. And every game's different, but the way it went early on, was that a surprise? You guys have been building a little bit of momentum for the most part recently. Early on, it's the offense, had 10 turnovers in the first 10 minutes. It just, it looked pretty rough.
We just weren't ready for, Vanderbilt's one of the top 2 teams on defense in this league, and we hadn't really played anything like that. And I guess it was just different. We didn't really embrace the pressure, and we just kind of crumbled at first. Well, we ended up picking it up a little bit, but it was too little, too late.
Why do you think that is?
I don't really know. I just don't have an answer for that.
As a competitor, Josh, is that a tougher thing to accept? A game where you play pretty well and just don't get shots, that's one thing, but if you like to kind of get out physical or in the middle part of the game, is that a tougher thing to accept in a game like this?
No, it's way tougher. We've lost a couple games to teams that we played as hard as we possibly could against, and we played well, or semi-well at least. I mean, that's easier to sleep at night than a game like this where we just get out tough, out thought. That's all on us.
Any more questions for Josh?
It seemed like early on, especially, Naaman was was trying to kind of spark you guys. I know it's a different guy kind of each night. You guys, was he the guy in the first half that really seemed to be kind of trying to get everybody going? I think he had a bunch of the early points.
Yeah, he stepped up a lot today. As a leader of the team, you know, emotional, and he was playing pretty well. He's playing the best out of all of us in the first half. I think he made some good strides today as a leader.
All right, Josh, thank you. You left your on Maven in here as soon as he finishes up the radio.